Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
Cop fatally shot in alleged Manchester domestic dispute, wife hospitalized. A policeman was shot and killed allegedly by his wife during a domestic dispute in Somerset District in Manchester. The woman allegedly attempted to commit suicide and is in hospital nursing knife wounds. The deceased has been identified as Constable Damien Blair. Blair was a constable assigned to the Mandeville station for over 25 years. The two were always said to have long-standing dispute, and people even told them that it's better for them to get their ways separated, but it seemed none of them wanted to leave because they built their house together, a colleague said who asked not to be named. This is the third police who we have lost in the past 2 or 3 years from one department. It is so sad that this had to be the end. I wish this wasn't the end, another colleague expressed. The police reported that about 6:40 p.m., Blair and his wife were having an argument which escalated. It is alleged that the wife used his service weapon to shoot him. It is also been alleged that the husband was hit with a blunt object during the incident. Neighbors reported heard explosions and alerted the police. On arrival of the police, Blair was seen suffering from injuries and his wife was lying in blood with what appeared to be a stab wound. They were taken to hospital, where Blair was pronounced dead and the wife was admitted in serious condition. Murder trial for Mongol Honorable postponed until 2025. Dancehall artist Damien Mongol Honorable Roden will have to wait until February 17, 2025 to have his day in court on a murder charge after his trial was postponed. This after a declaration in the Home Circuit Court on Monday that his lawyer Christopher Towson could not proceed as he was experiencing personal challenges. I have a priority matter set for next week, and I also have a personal reason why I could not have planned the matter this week, Towson explained. Consequently, a new trial date was scheduled, along with a trial readiness hearing, for November 4, 2024. Roden and his co-accused Sheridan Garden are charged in connection with the 2017 murder of Cleveland Simmet, who is the cousin of the dancehall veteran Mr. Vegas. Mongol is a little disappointed. He wanted to have his day in court, but he understands the nature of these matters. Court is very uncertain, Towson said. Both defendant bail was extended by Justice Leighton Pusey. Simmet was shot dead along Mullines Road, Kingston 20. According to the police report, it is alleged that Simmet was accosted by a group of men, one of whom was reportedly armed with a handgun, at a dance in the Akikwa community in St. Andrew. An altercation ensued between them, during which Simmet was shot. He was then rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Last year, Mongol was granted a variation of his bail conditions in order to permit his travel documents Africa for several performances. He is known for the songs such as In My Arms, Now Mad Over No Girl, Flippin' Rhyme, and Bad From Me Barn. Man shot dead after challenging gunman at Manchester bar. Police are probing the murder of a man at a bar in Old England, Manchester on Sunday night. Police named the deceased as 45-year-old Dennis Barrett, otherwise called Bowley, a painter of Brokenhurst District in Old England. A police report said about 11 p.m., Barrett was having a drink when gunmen entered and pointed a firearm at the bartender. Barrett reportedly intervened and a tussle ensued with one of the gunmen. The police said the bartender ran from the building and heard loud explosions. Barrett sustained multiple gunshot wounds. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Statistics from the police up to April 30 show that 20 murders were recorded in Manchester when compared to 15 for the corresponding period last year. 46-year-old missing from nursing home. A 46-year-old man has been missing from a nursing home in Keystone, Spanish Town, St. Catherine since Sunday. He has been identified as Robert Daly. He is of brown complexion, slim-built, and about 6 feet 4 inches tall. Reports from the Spanish Town police are that Daly was last seen at the nursing home at about 9 a.m. He is said to have dressed in a white top and blue shorts. Efforts to locate him have been futile. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Robert Daly is asked to contact the Spanish Town police at 876-984-2305, 119 Police Emergency or the nearest police station. Trelawney ganja farmer charged with murder gets $1 million bail. Licensed Trelawney ganja farmer Walton Henderson, who is charged with murder, has been granted bail in the sum of $1 million with a surety. He is charged with the murder of fisherman Anthony Johnson. When Henderson appeared in the Trelawney Parish Court last week Friday, King's Counsel Peter Champagny, in making the bail application, told the parish judge that Henderson acted purely in self-defense. Peter referred to a medical report which stated that Henderson 46 received injuries. Allegations are that on May 17, both men had a dispute in which it resulted in Johnson being chopped with a machete in his stomach and neck. The incident took place on Henderson's ganja farm. It is further alleged that the dispute arose from accusation of ganja being stolen. Peter also referred to the police statement in which the accused said it was the deceased who attacked him with a golf club. He said his client had never run afoul of the law before. The parish judge granted bail and ordered him to return to court on September 8. Man who was on the run for Linstead murder arrested. A man who was on the run for almost 3 years in relation to a fatal stabbing in Linstead St. Catherine has been apprehended by the police. The police say he was arrested during an operation on the outskirts of Royal Township on Sunday. He is to face questioning in the presence of his attorney. The police say he was being sought in connection with the stabbing death of Dwight Thompson of Linstead St. Catherine on November 11, 2020. It is reported that the men were on 4th Street in Linstead when a dispute developed between them. The suspect allegedly used a knife to stab Thompson, who died later from his injuries. Curfew imposed in sections of Waterford St. Catherine. A 48-hour curfew has been imposed in the Waterford community in St. Catherine. The curfew began at 6 p.m. on Monday, May 29, and will remain in effect until 6 p.m. on Wednesday, May 31. The required boundaries are north along an imaginary line from Caymanas Drive to Dyke Road in the vicinity of the train line at the eastern boundary, east along Dyke Road from the train line at the northern boundary to the intersection of Passenger Fort Drive, south along Passenger Fort Drive from the intersection of Dyke Road to the intersection of Caymanas Drive, west along an imaginary line from Passenger Fort Drive to the northern boundary. During the hours of the curfew, all persons within its boundaries are required to remain within their premises unless otherwise authorized in writing by the ground commander. Stress management important for children too, says psychologists. The month of May, although celebrated as Child Month, is also often a stressful time for many children, particularly those who sit exam during this period. It is against that background that May is also observed as Mental Health Awareness Month to bring awareness to various stressors and the need for people to carefully manage life challenges, even children. In a release on Monday, licensed associate counseling psychologist Janila Brooks noted that given the realities of life, mindfulness can help relieve stress and health-related illnesses, especially for students. The whole concept of mindfulness speaks fully to being engaged and immersed in a moment and in the present, not too much in the past and so much in the future, she said. It means maintaining a moment-by-moment awareness of thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and the surrounding environment. Brooks was speaking as a guest at the recent JN Foundation's Parent and Child Empowerment Seminar. Citing some benefits of therapy, Brooks said children are less stressed or better focused. She also indicated that indulging in therapy can improve physical health, lower blood pressure, reduce chronic pain, improve sleep, alleviate gastroenteritis difficulties. She also highlighted that mindfulness also helped to treat mental health problems, especially those associated with anxiety and depression. Asking parents and teachers to pay close attention to children under their care, the counseling psychologist said stress can manifest itself in different forms, including frequent stomach upsets, headache, muscle tension, trouble sleeping, feeling tired all the time, feeling burned out, and being impatient or irritable. Brooks also used the opportunity to advise students who attended the session that it's important to develop a self-care plan, which can be useful to address issues of stress before examinations. This plan, she said, entails reconnecting with a spiritual core, exercising and doing physical activity, and feeding one's mind with the positivity and humor. Unhealthy junk food all the time is not ideal. Having a healthy diet is better. Spending quality time alone is also important. The meditation that we spoke about and staying positive and having a sense of humor is also important, she said, informing audience that there are free apps that can assist with relaxation, such as Headspace or Breathe and Calm. There are many apps out there, so find one that works for you. It is best to have it on your smartphone, so when you feel stressed, in a moment, you can plug in your headphone and listen to the app, which will help to keep you calm, she said. The seminar was the first of several sessions being organized by the JN Foundation. Paris chairman of the JN Foundation said the sessions are aimed at empowering both parents and scholars. This session has been specifically designed so that you can take away educational information, but also so that you can acquire life skills and specific aptitude, such as developing a financial mindset, ways to get and achieve your goals, and skills in managing stress, he added. The more than 50 students who were in attendance were also exposed to goal-setting strategies and techniques and financial literacy with the focus on money management.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification